Okay, let's just dive right into this incredibly moving explainer. Today, we're unpacking a text that fundamentally challenges how we view our time on this earth. It's really about transforming our relationship with our own mortality, not to, dwell in sadness, but to find true, urgent purpose. We're going to walk through a blueprint for purposeful living that uses the very concept of the end of life as a massive catalyst for exactly how we choose to live today. We're going to start off by confronting a really uncomfortable question. Why does death scare us? The source text opens with this jarring premise that kind of flips our usual anxieties totally upside down. It states that death actually only scares us if we aren't living a life right now, today. Think about the weight of that for a second. The fear isn't about the end itself. The fear is literally a symptom of unfulfilled potential. It means we're holding back. It means we aren't truly awake to the present moment.
So let's look at the first major concept here, the mortality catalyst.
Instead of viewing death as this, final curtain, the text urges us to see it as an active daily inspiration. Time on this planet is limited, and man, it runs incredibly fast. Respecting this fact keeps us hyper alert to the value of every single encounter. And crucially, it should keep us deeply grounded, filling us with this profound gratitude every single morning just because we get to wake up to another day. And this brings us to the ultimate choice we all face. You see, it's really easy to look at a limited lifespan and just kind of wilt, giving up to total nihilism. But the source text argues fiercely against that. Instead, our limited time should compel us to bloom, to achieve noble accomplishments, to help others, and to basically leave this place way better than we found it. Now we move into the emotional core of this explainer, the second life epiphany. The crucial point here, and I really want you to let this sink in, is perfectly captured in a quote from Confucius cited right in the text. You have two lives. The second one begins when you realize that you have only one life. Our true, intentional life, that second life, literally only kicks into gear the exact moment we fully accept our mortality. Because once you realize the clock is ticking and there are absolutely zero do-overs, everything changes. The superficial stuff just falls away and the profound takes center stage. But having that massive epiphany is really only half the battle, right? How do you actually maintain it? Well, to make sure we stay on track in this second life, the author relies on a really rigorous, regular habit of self-questioning. The text notes that these questions have to be asked on a regular basis simply to stay rooted. It's all about building a daily mental habit so that realization doesn't just fade away into the background noise of our daily errands and distractions. So what are those questions? Let's break down the questions for purposeful living. As we go through these themes, I want you to treat this as your own personal audit. First up, look at your love and legacy. The source asks, how many people did you love wholeheartedly? And in turn, how many people loved you wholeheartedly? Are you a role model? Are you a true hero to your kids and your loved ones? How exactly did you impact them today? These questions cut right to the core of our human connections. They remind us that our legacy isn't really about what we build, but who we love and exactly how fiercely we love them. Next, you've got to consider your action and impact out in the wider world. The text prompts us to ask, how did I help and support others to improve their lives? How many lives did I actually touch? What did I do to create a positive impact? And how did I serve my community? And here is perhaps the most forgiving yet demanding question of all. Did I even try to make things better when I felt that I could make a difference? You don't have to save the whole world, but did you step up when you saw a chance to help? Then we have to evaluate our passion and vision. Did you live your life to the fullest, doing the work you love, pursuing your passion with a real vision? Did you feel alive most of your life? The author asks, did I live today with an intent and fulfill my inner passion to the best extent possible? And importantly, did I do the best I could with what I have and where I am? It's all about maximizing your current circumstances, whatever they might be, and making sure you're actively participating in your own existence. Now, let's look at inspiration and motivation. And in the text, this is very much a two-way street. How did you keep yourself inspired? And just as importantly, how many people did you inspire along the way? How did you keep yourself motivated? And did you actively help others to find their own motivation? You see, true purposeful living, at least according to this blueprint, isn't some isolated event. It's an energy that you cultivate within yourself and then you radiate it out to elevate everyone around you. The author leaves us staring at this ultimate provocative anchor question to ask ourselves on a daily basis. Is this a good day to die as a blissful failure? I know, it sounds totally contradictory at first, right? But think about what it means in the context of everything we've just covered. It means you gave absolutely everything to your purpose, your love, and your passions. You might have failed in the grandest outcomes, but you were blissful because you left absolutely nothing on the table. The author reminds us to keep working, keep striving, and keep reflecting until the answer to that question is a resounding yes. So I'm going to leave you with this. If the clock stopped today, have you lived fully enough to be a blissful failure, or are you still holding back your best self?